I know you wanna get away, and you need time to yourself. Feeling so overwhelmed with problems, seems like nothing can solve it. Know you need a mental break. Well, come on and pull up a chair and have some fun with a couple friends just like you. Oh, this is Aunties and Mimosas. If you come in a little closer, you'll see we live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of
Aunties and Mimosas.
I'm your girl, Dr. Sharp.
And I'm your girl, Miss Lady.
And y'all, we got some real good aunties with us this weekend, y'all. We got Auntie Chanel and Auntie Katie.
Yay! Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Yes, welcome.
So, of course, this week we're going to dive into, begin this episode with our bloody mimosa. Because, of course, as you can tell, this is our Halloween episode. So we got a bloody mimosa today, which is Prosecco and grenadine topped with a cherry. So go ahead and get y'all syringes so that y'all can put the bloody shot. So we're going to shot and taste.
Yes. Ooh. Okay, come on now. Yes. All right.
Y'all want to add some more champagne to it? Go
ahead and add the champagne to it.
All right. Can say fill hers up to the rim.
To the rim. That is not the rim.
That's enough. All
right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Well, clink, clink.
All right, let's taste it out. That's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does add that little cherry flavor to the champagne. So that's why that makes it better.
Yep.
It takes the bitterness out.
Yeah, it takes that bitterness out. Exactly.
I like the bitterness.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into our icebreakers for this week. So since this is our Halloween episode or paranormal episode, what was your favorite Halloween movie growing up?
Ooh.
I like Addams Family.
Addams Family. Do.
Addams Family was a good one. I like The Craft.
Okay.
You look like you like The Craft.
Yeah.
And Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus was my.
I expected you to say Hocus Pocus.
Well, it's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this one didn't say.
Hey man,
Nightmare
Casper's a good one too.
Casper is a good one.
Christmas. No, Casper was my stuff too.
Yeah, Casper is good.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't know if this really falls as a Halloween movie, but when I was a little kid, I used to always watch this around Halloween time. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, yes. And
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Me and my daughter, we watched Beetlejuice the other day because it was her first time, and she was
the original.
She was like, "Is that the original Batman?" I was like, yes, that's Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
She loved movies. So yeah, I was like, yes. So we're gonna go see the new
I want to see the old one again so I can see the new one.
Yes.
It's on Max.
It sure is.
Like
That's why we watched it.
All right.
But no, I'm surprised no one said like Scream, Jason.
I don't like
scary movies. Scary now.
Yeah, I don't do all that.
Absolutely not. You're trying to give me a nightmare in my bed.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
Up all night. I don't do scary movies.
I'll be over there, the wind gonna blow. I'm like, you coming to get me.
What is that? You heard that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm real scary. Miss Lady is real scary.
Yeah, don't be over there, Candyman. No, stop.
Ooh,
don't even do
that's
that.
A good one.
Don't do that.
Yeah, when people. Speaking of that, Candyman and Bloody Mary, when you was a little kid, and they would like go in there and turn the lights off in the bathroom and say it 5 times in the mirror.
No, thank you.
It is 3.
Is it 3?
It's 3.
Oh,
well,
I see. Clearly, I didn't do it. Who you say 5 times? Beetlejuice.
This is 3.
Everything 3.
I don't
Pretty
know.
much.
I never heard 5, but
Okay.
I ain't
Maybe I
doing
just
it.
talk too much.
I ain't doing it. Did you do it?
Absolutely
I
not.
never did it.
Never.
I ain't do it.
Still won't.
Real
Fast.
scary 80s baby. Come on.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go ahead and jump into Get in Your Bag.
So our Get in Your Bag this week is going to just be to kind of educate everyone on inflation. Since everyone is always talking about inflation and throwing that term around, some people really don't know what inflation refers to. So according to the U.S. Department of Labor, inflation can be defined as the overall general upward price movement of goods and services in an economy, meaning stuff costs more.
Yes.
That's how you just put that out there. Stuff costs more. So there's an article that was posted by CNBC on October the 10th, 2024, stating that the inflation rate hit 2.4% in September, which was topping expectations, and jobless claims are the highest in America since August of 2023.
Wow.
So I read the article for y'all, but I'm going to go ahead and put the link in there so you can go read it for yourself. And I'm going to give y'all a quick summary.
Okay.
Cliff notes.
Yes.
So in summary, the expected inflation rate was 2% for the month, but it came out at 2.4, which is slightly higher. The Fed economists are saying that we shouldn't freak out, that the overall trend for the year is still on target with 2%. And then it's also explaining that the increase in jobless claims was due to Hurricane Helen, and Hurricane Helen hit on September the 26th. The claims for reporting unemployment runs a week behind. So that's why there was a big spike. So link to full article will be in our show notes, and then also the link to the Department of Labor website so that y'all can educate yourself. They have like little calculator tools so you can see how much you need based on the rate of inflation and things like that. So when y'all going in there arguing with y'all bosses about giving y'all them raises, counter offer. The best thing I ever learned from one of my managers at Capital One, shout out to Craig Hurd.
Okay, Craig. Big Craig.
Always counter.
Always
never
counter.
accept the first offer.
Never.
So yeah, that'll give you a little bit more leverage on what you need to know to counter with. So we'll post it for y'all.
Okay.
Thanks.
That was good. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into Get Your Health. So October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Down syndrome is a genetic chromosome where they have genetic chromosome 21 disorder causing developmental and intellectual delays. 1 in every 691 children that are born have Down syndrome. 400,000 people in the USA are living with Down syndrome, according to the CDC. With Down syndrome, I was telling Miss Lady, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I was like, do you remember growing up and people who had Down syndrome, it was, kind of like a disability. We didn't really like interact with them or whatever. Well, in the 1980s is when they started doing awareness for Down syndrome. And so now you see more people who have Down syndrome. They're working. They have children.
They're married.
They are married. They over here cussing people out, fighting and stuff, dancing. Living your ass down, Will.
Living their best
living their best life. So I decided that we would do Down syndrome as our health of the week, to just kind of spread awareness. I had my first interaction with someone who has Down syndrome the other day at work, and she was an older lady, but she was just like so sweet, so nice. She was telling me she had a boyfriend and everything. I was like, okay, girl, what's your boyfriend? But I had never had like an actual interaction with someone. So the awareness is out there. There is a risk of ladies having children with Down syndrome. Age 25 is 1 in every 1,250 chances. 31, the chances go up and are less. Sorry. 31 is 1 in 1,000. 35 is 1 in 400, and 40 is 1 in 100 chance. So if you're 40 years old, ladies, you do have 1 in 400 chance of having a child who has Down syndrome. So make yourself aware, the ages that you get, ladies. So that is that. And their colors are blue and gold. So
For awareness.
y'all are blue and gold. Look,
Yeah,
y'all
you're
got it
actually
on
in the
today.
colors and didn't
So
even know.
y'all doing some
Didn't even
awareness.
Did not win
Yes.
it.
So yes. So let's go ahead and jump down to our main topic, which is paranormal experiences.
Spooky.
Spooky.
So paranormal meaning is the definition of paranormal is meaning or denoting events or phenomena such as telekinesis or clairvoyance that are beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. So basically, we're going to start it off and get everybody's definition of what they think a paranormal experience would be. So I want to start with you, Auntie Katie.
Of course, you're gonna start with me.
Yes.
I think it's very broad. It could be seeing shadows. It could be hearing voices, seeing people. You could smell something.
Mhm.
That's really not there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not tangible, but you
Yes.
smell it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Auntie Chanel?
Like she said, if I think paranormal is it's pretty broad,
Okay.
if you want to be honest, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of things that can happen within those things. I mean, somebody reading somebody's thoughts and you don't
Know that they're reading your thoughts?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I mean,
That's scary.
exactly.
That is
It's
scary.
very, very broad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You want to do the next one?
Yeah. Have you ever had a paranormal experience or encounter?
I've had several.
It's several for me.
Well, story time it
Story
is.
time. Give us a story time.
We both of us actually. The one that I will mention the first time is I was with her at her house, and we were just talking like we normally do. I was going down the hall and came back, and she was standing there, and I happened to look over, and I see her grandfather
Oh.
that I've never met. First of all,
Oh, wow.
I've never met as well.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
Because he
standing in-
passed before you were born.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
He was just standing in the corner, and I was like,
But time out, because I have to clarify something real quick.
okay.
On my mantle, there was a picture of my grandparents from when they got married. So they were like 20s, maybe. Hope I'm getting that right, but they were young.
Okay.
That's the only picture she's seen of him. He
Mhm.
was young. That's not who she saw. She saw him as an old man with like a mustache,
Oh.
which is how he would have looked when he passed.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So the fact she even knew that's who that was and we didn't talk about it, I was like, how do you know? Is it him? And I pointed to the picture. She was like, it's him, but he doesn't look like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, that's giving me goosebumps.
It was very.
But it
interesting.
wasn't scary. I just felt very like protective.
Protected.
Like,
Yeah.
I never met you, but shout out to you for
Okay.
being here.
Yeah.
Right. I had a similar experience with my grandfather that passed away. I knew my grandfather. He passed away when I was like 7 years old.
Mhm.
And so one of my cousins passed. He was murdered in Shreveport. And you know, stuff get announced on social media so crazily. It was announced on social media before I had even talked to my auntie or his sister. And so when I called them, she was just like, yes, it's true. It was like maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning when I found out. I had woke up and looked at Facebook and saw it and then called them and they confirmed it. So anyway, I was trying to fall back asleep because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. You know, you kind of like just be in shock. And so I was laying in my bed and it was like I was drifting in and out. And I wasn't really falling asleep. And then all of a sudden it was like this pressure at the foot of my bed. It felt like somebody was sitting at the foot of my bed, even though I'm the only person in the apartment. And so when I opened my eyes, because I felt the pressure before I saw anything, I opened my eyes and it was my grandpa and my cousin Fred. And my papa was like, don't worry, I got him. And like, that was the most comforting thing ever. And then like after that, I actually was able to fall asleep. I know it seemed like people should be scared, but I wasn't even scared. It was like, all right, they good.
Such a peace you feel.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, you can't
exactly.
explain it really.
Yeah. Y'all got any more paranormal stories you want to share?
I do.
Oh.
So I've been told that Archangel Michael is on my team. Like, he's one of my protectors.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like, so I have never actually seen him. She saw him and like felt his presence when we were at this spiritual retreat thing. I don't know.
Mm.
But I was driving down 35 and I was exiting, and all of a sudden, all the cars in front of me were like slamming on their brakes. So I started slamming on mine too, thinking like, oh my God, I'm about to wreck. And then all of a sudden, my car just started like, and it felt like someone was like pushing me back from hitting the cars in front of me. And then I felt him, like I felt his wings like spread and like just
to
block
block.
me.
Mm.
Oh, that's
And
the
it
energy.
was like, yeah. And I was like, thank you.
Dude, like, what are you saying?
But I just knew it was, I don't know how I knew. I just knew like that's
Yeah.
who it was.
Mm.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I know I'm about to skip
Do your thing.
the order because I want
Do
to
your
talk
thing.
about energies right
yeah,
now.
do your thing.
So
The
you,
spirit lead you.
yeah, let the spirit lead.
Mhm,
So, speaking of that, you say you felt like the presence of his wings
Mhm.
pushing to stop you. Has there anybody, has there ever been any kind of like experience that y'all have had where y'all felt like maybe that heavy covering of someone watching you? Because I've been in places like that, like probably out at night and things like that, especially when I was in my early 20s, walking downtown Dallas, knowing I needed to be in the house half drunk.
Shout out Purgatory.
Not purgatory.
Purgatory was lit though.
So,
Every weekend.
but then it's like a protection. You felt like you were in this protected bubble, getting back to either your car, getting back to your dorm room, getting back to wherever you were to be in your safe place.
Oh yeah.
But it was like, I know something is
watching me.
watching
Yeah.
and rejecting any type of bad spirits.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
got experiences like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in a car accident
Mm.
off 35. Y'all know.
Mm. It's either 35 or 635.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both
Um,
got 35.
Okay.
All the fives. It's all the fives, to be honest. But so I hit head on with one of the cement
Very.
barriers. However, right before I hit, because I knew it wasn't anything I could do at that point, I was like, oh my God. I literally heard sit back, like loudly.
Mm.
And I was like, okay. So I literally put my seat back all the way and like I hit the median. Somebody hit me from behind.
Mm.
I went spinning into the lanes. Somebody else hit me
Holy
and
crap.
pushed me all the way through.
Mm.
And I think I spun again or something. I don't know. I stopped. And I'm just in shock. I'm looking around. I was like, I can't find my phone. That's the only thing I was worried about. I was like, I need to find my phone.
Call 911.
Like something. I need to find my phone. I got out the car.
Not that you got out
Okay.
the car.
I got out the car.
Hold on.
I was not hurt like physically to the where I was like, no
Couldn't
broken
move
bones,
and all
no,
that. Yeah.
no gashes, no nothing. Now I did have intense therapy after. However,
Mhm.
I'm still here.
Yes.
I got out the car and I remember looking at my car. My car door was the only one that was not smashed in.
Oh wow.
The glass wasn't broken, like nothing. It's the only door I could get out of.
Was yours.
Was
The
mine.
driver's side.
And had I not listened to
Yeah.
somebody be like, sit back,
Oh,
I would not be here.
Mm.
that's the instinct.
Yeah.
God gives you instinct
Oh,
on
yeah.
purpose.
Oh, for
Mhm.
sure.
And I saw that car. I had to take her to go clean it out, and I still don't know.
How she
How
got
She
out.
got
of it.
out. Wow.
Ugh.
I stood there for a second. I was like, like, what? You're just on the side of the road.
Mm.
So when the like first responders got there, were they in shock that you were able to get out the vehicle? Or did first responders come?
they came,
Okay.
but they were more worried if I was on drugs.
Oh wow.
That's another story.
Oh
but,
wow.
Well, actually, no, I'll tell you. So the whole highway was shut down, obviously, because my car was in the middle somewhere. Another car was off to the side. I still couldn't find my phone, and I was really freaking out because I need to call my mom. I was like, I need my phone. They found my phone finally, and they were like, "Oh, can you get a ride home?"
Excuse me,
You can't take me to the hospital, make sure I'm okay?
The whole highway is shut down.
And they ask you, can you get a ride home?
Where am I going to get a ride?
Where's the ride gonna go?
You can't give me a ride in your car?
They reluctantly gave me a ride.
Not the reluctantly.
You should have sued them.
He didn't want to put me in the front seat. He's like, "Oh, my laptop's there. I don't want to move it, so you can sit in the back." I said, "You know what? That's fine. Just take me home." At that point, because I'm still in shock. I haven't really processed everything that happened or anything like that.
I'm surprised they didn't just take you
to the hospital.
Checked out for internal injuries.
Nope.
So what if
that's backwards?
What if something got bruised, hurt inside, and you?
I ended up taking her to the hospital.
They didn't ask you if you want to go to the hospital or nothing, because that's
PD.
what they're supposed to do.
Dallas, what kind of training y'all doing with these officers?
They didn't have an ambulance there. I would have sued
The
them.
ambulance was there and they looked at me, but
other people were more hurt or something.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wow.
I have no idea. They literally separated me from everybody else, so I don't know. I don't know. But anyways,
that just made me mad. What? Oh Lord.
So I mean, all that to say, I'm still here though.
Yes. And we're glad you're here.
I've gained a lot of experiences within that time frame. So
have a better understanding.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would say for me, when I lived in New Mexico, I started to, is it clairvoyant where you hear them or when you see it? What is it?
I think clairvoyance is when you hear.
Yes.
I think
it is. I think it is. But I would start to hear, like little things, like, just like little whispers. Be like, what the hell? Am I going crazy? But it would be like, it wouldn't scare me, but it would just be like, look. And then I'd look and I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it. Also, like, I don't know if it's my angel number or if it's some way of my dad contacting me or whatever, but every day for like 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, when it came up, that would be like the number that I would see. That's my work number, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know what it is, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my number. So I think that's
for a long time.
Really.
I still see it every now and then, but it was very consistent.
Yes, I see it all the time. And then, like when I lived in New Mexico, at 1, 2, 3, 4, my blinds would move, and I'd be like, "Oh, the hell!" But yeah, I don't know what that had to do, but I think it had something to do with my dad.
Yeah. Sure, so when things like this happen, is there a way? Maybe, I know we haven't mentioned this, but you guys both do the Reiki readings. Is that what it's called? Reiki. Okay. And they're like reading energies and understanding things. Is there a way to kind of understand or maybe get some clarity on what these things mean in your life when you're recognizing that this is coming through repetitively? Sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like when some stuff is like extremely repetitive, sometimes you have no idea what it is. And one day it's just going to click.
Okay.
And then other times it's, automatically what that connection is, kind of like how she was saying, like, you knew that was, your grandfather.
My dad.
Your dad. Like she knew that was her dad. And sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for sure.
So any way to like, increase your ability? I know it sounds like we got superpowers.
Yeah.
Like increase your ability to understand or be more open and receptive to hearing from like family members from the other side. Does everyone have that ability, or is it just something that I got a lot? Right?
I can't hear, like my ear.
You can't hear?
It's so loud.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Maybe they don't want you to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm saying. Is there?
I think they do.
Oh, okay.
They said spread the word.
Spread the word.
Is
there? Yeah. So, like, is there a way to maybe get more in tune? And does everyone have that ability, or is it like only a special gift for certain people?
I'd say everyone has it. Everyone can connect with their ancestors, for example. It's really just about building a relationship. There's like ancestor altars, things like that, but it's really just about the relationship you build with them, I would say.
Okay. And with connecting with so I'm from Louisiana. So of course that whole spiritual cultural thing, even though it's not really taught, it's like something that's just like known or understood, if that makes sense. So like when people tell me stuff, I don't ever question it because I'm like, yeah, that could happen.
Right.
Yeah, that's
definitely,
true.
Yeah.
like I'm not the person for you to say you had an experience with, and I'm gonna be like, nah, that ain't never happened.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah,
that happened.
I believe it. So for me, it's like, I know it's there. And sometimes I want the ability, like really the person that I will always want to like probably connect with is my grandpa. And so I would want to be able to build that type of connection or doorway where he felt like he could come and give me guidance or something like that. So, y'all tell us about it. How do you because how did y'all increase your awareness? Maybe tell us y'all story. And then that way we'd be like, oh, okay. Those are some steps.
Our story has been interesting.
Yeah. I will say practice makes perfect. It's not really
There's
perfect.
no perfect. But practice for sure. Like repetition.
Okay.
Meditation is a big one.
Very big. And it's hard to do. And it's not necessarily about quieting your mind. It's finding that stillness within all the noises and the chaos.
All the chaos, because the chaos is still gonna happen on the outside.
Exactly.
But you need to be still within yourself.
And the thing is, you don't have to sit and be like,
right.
There are moving meditations. You know, there's different things you can do, or whatever it is that helps you connect.
Okay.
It's very different for everybody, and so to have just a blanket statement, it doesn't always work for everybody. Yoga. Depending on what type you do, can also be a type of like a moving meditation type of thing.
Okay.
So you get your body stretched and you stretch your mind. So it kind of relaxes.
Does that really open like chakras and stuff?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because we've had the show, especially when we did the show about the music, you know, we talked about different frequencies. And so some days when I'm having like tough times at work, I will, on my Spotify account, I will do, I think it's like 528 frequency for anxiety, stress relief. And I'll play that in one of my earbuds even as I'm working, and it kind of like calms me down. So that is
the frequency thing is huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why they tell you be wary about the music that you're listening to. It's not necessarily, I won't necessarily say the words. It's the frequency you're on.
Yeah.
So there's that.
there's that. Yeah.
I will suggest sound bowl meditations.
Yes, I want to do one so bad.
So those are really good.
Oh, like the sound bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had bought tickets to go see Janae Aiko, and she was doing a sound bath, and COVID happened. And so they refunded everything. I had got the tickets for the sound bath and everything. I was like,
I remember looking into
I was so hurt because I wanted to go, but I want to do one so bad. And I see them all the time, but I don't know. I never went.
They have them
Highly
in Houston
recommend.
too. I forget what it's called, but it's like underground. And the water, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like acoustically made for that. And there's water in there. I was gonna say, with your grandpa, just talk to him like you would if he was here.
Oh, okay.
And you can ask for signs.
Okay.
And if you it's kind of like your confirmation, and then you just
Kind of go. from
Okay,
there.
I'm cool. All right.
He might tell you there's something he wants, because that's one thing to remember about energy. It's all an exchange. So I would say our ancestors, for the most part, are more lenient with us because they know we're still human and we're still learning. So I feel like they're a little bit more lenient, but it is always an exchange. So you can't just be like, help me with this, help me with that. Like you still need to be giving them something as well.
What is a gift? Like,
So you know how like you pour out liquor for the homies, the dead homies?
Uh-huh.
Same thing, like you can give them, like I don't pour it out, but like on my altar I have like liquor. I have wine, I have
what they
water,
liked.
What they like. I have a cigarette
Cigarettes.
up there. There's a joint up there, you know.
Yeah. You did that for your mom?
My mom and a few other of my family members. I have their pictures up there as well.
Okay.
I try to incorporate like all the elements. So I have a plant, like for earth, there's water, incense is air, candles is fire. So I try to like incorporate everything.
That's good.
But I always feel like so much more peaceful, calm, protected. Like after I go sit and talk with them, it's like I would.
Like you went to therapy.
Mm.
Okay.
I will also answer your question. I don't think there's necessarily any type of people that are more in tune per se.
Okay.
However,
It's the however for me.
it's how in tune you are within yourself.
That's
So
a big one, big part.
if you are in tune with yourself, and a lot of certain people are, so that you can take that how you ever want to take it. Also, how connected you are with the earth itself.
Okay.
And things of that, like the
Like
nature.
Okay.
That energy.
I don't like nature.
Do you talk to the
Joe?
trees and stuff like that? I talk to the trees and I'll be like, hey, if you can hear me, like touch me, and it'll like move itself. So I be thinking, rather be like, you're weird. They'll be
I
like,
talk to my
"Bro."
plants. Like,
They say talking to plants though helps
Yeah,
them
helps
grow.
them
It's
grow.
nourishing.
Yeah.
They're living beings.
Yeah.
They talk back.
And you walk outside on the grass with no shoes on, just, to kind of,
No shoes on.
yeah, so
People
that you
be
can
like,
get
need
in
to
with the
touch grass,
earth.
but literally,
You need to touch grass.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
I believe
energy.
it about the sun, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. So every time I go somewhere that's closer to the equator, any type of island or anything like that, when I go on vacation, and I feel that sun
It's different.
It's different.
is so different from
Yeah.
it makes my skin glow different. I
Me,
swear
even when we were
my
in Jamaica.
soul glows
Yeah.
differently.
Look, y'all remember
That
my
Jamaica
hair
glow?
turned like blonde when we were in Jamaica. What? Why did my hair
your color in Jamaica?
Yeah, the sun is different. It hits different. It really did.
They say the
It
American
feels so
sun is
good.
fake.
It is.
I really believe
And the
Listen
moon.
to me,
And the moon.
conspiracy theorists over here. They say, who
And
is
the
they?
moon.
Them.
Don't start me down the rabbit hole because we'll
Them.
be here all night.
We will be here all night.
Okay.
So can you guys, or one of you guys, or as a joint effort, explain Reiki healing? Oh,
Energy healing.
okay.
Anybody can do it. Anybody can receive it. It's not like a religious thing. It's a Japanese energy healing technique,
Okay.
and it moves energy
Throughout your body?
throughout your body.
Okay.
So it helps to open your chakras, balance your chakras. If you're having like physical pain, it can release that. It can release like emotional pain, emotional trauma. A lot of times when like someone close to us passes, our heart chakra gets really closed,
Yes, I believe that.
and you can work to like open it.
Or when you experience trauma, like a broken heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you got to
It's-
work to.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
Yep.
you have to have somebody do it for you, or do you just read up on it and learn how to do it, or like?
There's a couple of options. I think she probably can answer that a little
Okay.
better.
There are some woodwork. There's a lot of things that people say if you can do it on your own or not. Technically, they say you're supposed to be attuned by one of the masters
Okay.
and teach you how to use it properly,
Mhm.
Which we both have. We're
Yeah.
both Reiki masters.
Okay.
But there's people who also believe like I can just teach you how to do it and you can do it because it's about intent.
Yeah.
So it's really just whatever school of thought you believe in.
right.
So, yeah.
And what leads you?
Like
Okay.
I have an aunt who was not formally taught Reiki, but she still does it and she still experiences the results of it.
Okay.
But she was not attuned like we were.
Okay.
But the Reiki is also just using the energy around us. So we already have all these moving energies,
Mhm.
and like within
We're focusing it on
the matrix,
Yeah.
pretty much. And so we're focusing it and channeling it into, to kind of flow with it through your body.
Okay.
So
Now, what happened? Because when you guys were born, y'all wasn't like, I'm gonna be a Reiki master.
Not at all.
No.
no.
So can each of y'all tell us your story of what brought you to Reiki? It doesn't matter who starts. Y'all,
I'll go.
don't have me talking here. Just
Okay,
a-
no, you're good. So I was raised Catholic. Family is from New Orleans. My mom and granny are like
Yeah.
almost the same person.
Mhm.
Praying their rosary.
Yes.
I kind of grew out of that and went into Christianity, and then she had me question it. She was just like, well, what about this and what about that? And I was like, that's a good question. Like, I don't know if you think about it. Then my mom passed,
Okay.
and it's like at that point, I just was like, whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't care about society. I don't care about the rules. I don't care. Like, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna tell my mom? Like,
Go tell her.
so I just started like looking into it more, going down some rabbit holes, and it just started to click more. Then when this like a whole nother story, but when I started seeing the Bible, in my opinion, for like what it is, like it's in my opinion, it's not literal, but it is like a guidebook.
Mhm.
And there is truth to it. It's just not how it was explained to us, I feel like.
Mhm.
So when I started kind of getting into that, and we were in very similar times in our lives when all this was happening.
Mhm.
So it's like I had somebody who didn't think I was crazy and who could like validate the crazy things I was saying.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
things that were not a societal norm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons we got so close. We had each other in this awakening journey, and it was
We got to experience it together. So it's a wild ride.
because listen, doing it by yourself, I don't know how people do that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
So it's crazy because I'm a Christian. I consider myself a Christian.
Mhm.
I go to church, but it's a non-denominational church.
Mhm.
I've been baptized. My family was my grandmother was Catholic and she married a Baptist.
Mhm.
So I went to church Saturday and Sunday
Mm,
when I was a
okay.
little kid. Okay. Because I had to go to mass on Saturday and then Baptist church on Sunday. So it's ingrained in me. I'm a big proponent of developing your own relationship with God.
Mhm.
Okay. And I know that everyone on earth don't believe in the same God.
Mhm.
Even people who are all Christians, they have their own little spin on things.
Mhm.
I
That
really think it's all the same. It's just we call it something different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To be honest, it all
Yeah.
boils down to love.
Yeah.
and
And doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Treating people how you would
because
wanna be
no
treated.
matter what you are, your intentions
Mhm.
Mhm.
are what is going to drive you, whether that's greed,
Mhm.
whether that's being helpful,
Mhm.
whether that's going to better yourself,
Mhm.
it always boils down to being a better person.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Like for
Definitely.
example, I still rock with Jesus. It's just in a different way.
Yeah.
And
Like-
you have to, I feel like you have to, like you said, know him for yourself. So
Mhm.
everybody's path isn't going to be the exact same way.
Yeah. It's not cookie cutter.
Like, like I would be interested in learning the Reiki healing, and see what's going on with it. Because I'm not closed-minded. I'm not like Jesus is the only way and you got to go this way, because some things that you might do might not be the things that I do, or the healing that you get might not be the healing that I get. I like to do like the different candles, like the green candles for money or the pink candles for love. Like I'll light it. I won't pray over it or nothing like that, but I will light them and just have them or whatever. But
It's still just about your intention. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to like pray over it.
Mhm.
Like in your mind what you're lighting it for
Mhm.
and the outcome you're looking for.
That's
all you
all that
need.
matters.
Yeah.
Okay. And what brought you to the Reiki? I keep saying it
Reiki.
wrong.
Reiki.
Reiki.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like Tai Chi. You know?
Okay. Reiki.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
What brought me really her. I like as she said, I questioned a lot of things. I was just like, well, what about this? Because I did a lot of research on just religions in general, especially in high school.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, what is this? And I kind of broke them all down. And like she said, they literally all boil down to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think people put different names on them because we all the same principles for the most part. Like they're all the same.
Be good to others.
Not even just that, just like how the saviors are born.
Yeah.
They're all born to a virgin.
Everything's the same. Yeah.
There's
all the
so
same.
many similarities.
Okay.
So I'm like, why am I only just here for this one person that I'm not sure that I truly think that's his? It didn't connect with me.
Okay.
I'll say that. It didn't connect with me. Long story short, I actually started doing tarot first.
Okay.
So I started reading tarot, and that was cool. And then I heard about Reiki. I asked her about it, and she was like, I don't know. I was like, well, let's do it. So she agreed, and we did it one weekend, and that was it. So Reiki in general, Reiki alone was very intense, but in a very good way.
Okay.
So
I would agree with that.
Intense in molding you differently?
I would say so.
yeah.
Okay.
It just opened my eyes to a lot.
Okay.
And I think it helped me to learn some of my gifts.
For
Or
sure.
acknowledge that you have gifts.
That too.
It definitely will open you up a lot more. I know we experienced a lot more things more intensely in
Like
terms
spiritually.
of like in the middle of the story, hearing voices there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Or when things fly off, the cabinets or something like that.
See.
I'm like, it's time to go.
Listen,
It's time
I was
to
sitting
go.
in my room and I was looking at the bathroom, and all of a sudden, a round metal ball just fell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen stuff fall out of nowhere.
Where it
See.
came from? I still ain't found out where it came from.
See.
I went in there and picked it up, and it was literally on the bath mat, a hard metal ball. Like, where did it come from, though?
What did it look like? Like, just is it
Look,
silver?
it was round.
Gold?
It's silver, round metal silver ball. It looked like a BB, but only bigger.
It wasn't your grandpa?
Or maybe your cousin Fred? I mean,
Do you still have it? Ask it.
I
yeah.
still have it. I
Ask,
put
like,
it on my computer desk.
Did one of y'all give this to
Yeah.
me? Show me a sign. You can even tell them what you want your sign to be,
Oh, okay.
so that you know without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're like, send me a sign, and then they send them, and we don't see
And
it.
And we don't
see it,
recognize it
yeah.
because that's not
Could
what
be
we was
like-
looking for.
Yeah.
Show me a blue butterfly, and then you'll see one, and you'll be like, okay, that's what that was.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm glad you said that because I'll usually when I pray in the morning times on the way to work, I always say good morning ancestors, good morning universe, show me whatever path you want me to be on today. So that's good to know that, to be more specific with signs and things like that. Cause I didn't know,
I mean, we're human, so they know, we're on a different level, and we're gonna always try to think with our human mind. So for me, that's what's worked for me. So I question myself a lot and I overthink. So it really helped a lot with that aspect. I was like, okay, I saw specifically. That's what that was. Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go down here since you guys have been so educational and so helpful. We're going to go into some information about Coco B's Corner. Coco B's Corner is our Aunties Friends business this week. She's an intuitive energy healer.
Kubi's Corner.
Kubi's Corner.
I said it wrong. Sorry. Thank you. Auntie Kubi.
Auntie Kubi.
Auntie Kubi. No, Kubi's Corner.
Okay.
Sorry, what was your question?
So tell us about Kubi's Corner as an intuitive energy healer.
Oh, so Kubi's Corner, I do offer Reiki healing. So anywhere from, I say 30 minutes, but I honestly
Recommend at least an hour.
I do recommend an hour.
Okay.
It works for us both.
Mhm.
But So I offer that. I also do house clearings with
Oh.
Reiki. So if you're moving in somewhere, moving out somewhere, something like that, I do offer those. I'm also a yoga instructor.
Nice.
So working on those chakras physically as well
Mhm.
after you do Reiki is also very helpful once you kind of figure out like where your center is.
Okay.
We can kind of keep it there, or you can try to find it again so you know where it's at.
Okay.
Also, doing yoga does open your chakras. Anything that you're moving your body for, it helps open those chakras. So if you like to sing, it opens your throat chakra. If you don't like talking in public, like, me, if you sing in the car before you go somewhere, it's going to help open that up type of thing.
That's me all day.
Feels good. Like,
Yeah.
you're all nice and stretched out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not all tense.
Now, how do the aunties, do you do yoga and stuff with men also? It's
Yes.
unisex?
Yes.
Okay. So aunties and uncles, how do they contact you?
You can find me at www.kubiescorner.com, and that's
Spell it for us. Okay.
COOB as in boy, EESCORNER.com. Or on Instagram or not Snapchat. Oh, nobody uses Snapchat anymore. Instagram or TikTok is Kubi's Corner. It's all the same. And you can book an appointment on the website.
Okay. So, where can we find y'all at? You just told us where we can find you at. Where can we find you at on social media?
I haven't been too active on social media, but you can go to my Instagram. It is Mystic Mermaid Healing.
Okay.
All right, Mystic Mermaid.
And then remember, you can always find the aunties on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. You can go to our Shopify and our Patreon as well. All aunties and mimosas. And don't forget, y'all, we got some shirts.
Yeah.
We got some shirts. You can hit us up and get your aunties and mimosa me please shirt.
Mimosa me, please.
DM us.
To go with your order of
Yo,
Mimosa me, please. Book.
Cocktail book. It's coming soon in December, y'all.
I can't wait for mine.
Yep.
Yes. So make sure y'all hit us up on all of those social medias. And then I think that's the end of the show this week. What you think?
I have one thing I would like to say first. If it's okay.
It is definitely
please.
Since y'all hosted us and y'all were just so lovely, can we offer y'all each a Reiki session?
Oh,
course.
yes, definitely.
Have our numbers. You just
Okay,
let us know.
yes, that'll be fun. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give y'all some behind the scenes
Some
on what
behind the
comes out of this.
scenes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, now that we got our Reiki session, don't hate on us. So we're going to end the show. Thank y'all so much for coming, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
I know you wanna get away, and you need time to yourself. Feeling so overwhelmed with problems, seems like nothing can solve it. Know you need a mental break. Well, come on and pull up a chair and have some fun with a couple friends just like you.